Morning. So Astrology just give me one I hadn't heard for a long time. Dirty Old Town. I believe it's by Shane McGowan. So either of those names could be important to you, the band, the singer. And the lyrics. So listen to it when I post it in the Astro DJ message, and I'll see what needs to be put down. It's a dirty old town. Some of the towns are looking a bit rough now, aren't they? And others that were beautiful are now faceless. Turning them all into the same carbon copy of each other. So let's see what we've got today. Oh, I haven't put the calendar up. It's the Emperor today, so it's government officials, bosses, father figures. Aries energy. 4th of December 2022. And he's right in the last part. So this is something either that's some way off or they don't want you to know about. So let's see what this is about. Very strange. Criminal activity, drug dealers, somebody wearing a false mask pretending to be something or someone they're not, either hiding health issues or, like I say, hiding the true colours. It's siblings, hands, arms, shoulder issues, twins even, Gemini. Communication is the most important thing, but it's negative. It's also depression. Thinking negatively, acting negatively. 1 or 28, negative energy. The tower has fallen. 16. Something is about to rock our world. We need to take our walls down, maybe, if we've put our walls up with people. But I don't think so, because we have to stand up and defend ourselves. So, powerful people government officials, partners, bosses, father figures, success, but an injustice. Libra energy, the 11. Something is not right here. There is not a balance, and nothing can grow on barren lands. So we've got the mother and the father energy, but the mother energy is definitely negative. An injustice takes place. There is a loss of faith. People turning their back on religion, institutions, teachers. Somebody is not speaking the truth, especially about material matters. Your inner child holds the key. You know the truth. Doesn't matter what they say, and you will rebel. And then Peter and Simon could be important, but somebody there has chosen to bind themselves to the spiritual. That child is very spiritual. They've chosen to bind themselves to the material. So they preach that they care, but in actuality, all they're in it for is the money. The real spiritual energy was within that child. You're in a child. So it doesn't look good, this one, I'm afraid. Let's see, government officials. We'll have one of them. So lies, hiding behind false masks, hiding behind religion, trying to justify something that is injustifiable. Sitting on the fence. Arguments with women, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Nothing can grow. Soul can't grow. It's stifled. Something is rocking our world. So 1, 28, 16, 11, 3, 30, May the 31st, November the 11th, the military, and 5 and 23. Nearly all major arcanas. There's only one minor arcana and it says stand up for yourself. And why? Because we have today's card in the reverse. So it is government officials, bosses, father figures, my way or the highway. You will do as you're told. Pregnancies, failed pregnancies, something new that cannot be born. There is a blessing in disguise there. We have to bring the walls, the tower walls down. Aries energy in someone's chart or in the astrology at the minute, but it is negative. 4 or 31. This is a big read because there's too many of them. Like I said, it is a way off yet, but they are giving us a heads up. And we cannot sit back on our laurels and wait for someone to come and save us. We have to fight for what we want. Possibly 4 weeks. It will possibly be done when everybody is not taking any notice because it's Christmas. So be alert, be aware. Yeah, I'm very, very disappointed. But we cannot dwell on it. We cannot, whatever it is that happens, we cannot let it take the wind out of our sails. We haven't got the luxury of time to dwell on it. We have to draw a line in the sand and move forwards quickly, build a bridge, get over it, and defend ourselves. 5 months is mentioned, 4 weeks. Yeah, because there is a child waiting to be born. There is something waiting to be created. Abundance. It could be in 9 months. but it will bring about a yes answer. So any question that you have in your head is a yes. You have to be in charge of your emotions. Don't do any knee-jerk reactions because you're over-emotional. This person is very in charge of their emotions. It's Cancer energy, but above all, it is unconditional love of yourself or from a male. Cancer energy, it could be a Cancer cusper. Early Cancer is the Gemini, late Cancer is the Leo. But emotions are going to be running high. You have to be in charge of your emotions. Yeah, it's time to break new ground. Do things differently. Pick a new path. The one we're on isn't working. We've been betrayed. We are drained, and Spirit know that. But from somewhere we have to find the strength to fight, to defend. 1 month. So, for some of you, this is more personal. If there has been a betrayal or in work or love life, wherever it is, or the loss of an unborn child, there will be another. That won't compensate for the loss of that child, but it will make things easier to bear. Yeah, we have decisions to make. We can no longer be in denial. We can no longer be protecting others. We can no longer wait for all the facts. We have to take action. You've played your part in this to some extent, possibly didn't even realise you had, but you're not to blame. The blame lies in not doing anything now you know the facts, or even if you don't know the facts, now you have your suspicions, because you'll be extremely tuned in to what's going on. Yeah, messages coming. Improvements in finance that might lull you into a false sense of security in thinking that things are getting better. Child maintenance, children, people in uniform, immature energy, somebody of a darker complexion, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But messages are coming. Yeah, there'll be no apologies. Hell will freeze over fast. This is our honeybee person. The bees, Manchester, whatever you know that the bee is connected to. And honey. Honey as a health aid or something like that. But it's military again. It's also someone with a scar on the leg or a limp or an amputee. But there is no movement forwards as far as finances are concerned. Like I said, dead stop. Nothing's taking place. That tower has fallen and there'll be no apology. You're going to have to fight. King of Swords, yeah, violence. A violent man. A violent man that you have to defend yourself against. Libra energy. It doesn't have to be a Libra, but there will be Libra in the astrology at the time. Doctors, priests, lawyers, negative energy. Not speaking the truth, not doing their job, because this man protects, defends. He's not doing that. Doctors sign an oath, and I believe so do lawyers. somebody's giving bad advice. Somebody is possibly confused themselves, but it's a violent episode. And there it is again, the Tower. People are in denial. People are trying to keep the peace and brush things under the carpet. And it's on the government officials, the bosses, etc. Yes. Spirit is saying yes. People pleasing. Pisces and Neptune will be coming out of that soon. So they're not destroyed yet, but they need to be. So we have to stand on our own 2 feet, be totally independent if we can. Some people will become single, but it is for a reason. We need to stand on our own 2 feet. Again, got it twice on here, we need to break new ground. We need to do things differently. We need to take a different path, because the path we're on is barren land. Nothing will grow there. It's a bit depression, isn't it? Yeah, because we need to defeat our enemies, and those enemies may well be ourselves. Time to fight for what you believe in. Queen of Swords. So now we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Both liars. Both possibly divorced or widowed. So maybe this is 2 people coming together that have been damaged. But it's not healthy. A woman scorned, somebody seeking revenge. But both ready to fight. So in this case, I would say probably it's not a bad idea, because that's what Spirit needs you to do. It's time to fight. And don't think that they're going to fight fair, because they won't. Whoever this is, in your work, in your personal life, or in the global atmosphere at the minute, you are going to have to fight for what's yours and defend. Very cheery, and I don't think, Spirit, thank you, dirty old town. But what they want you to do is believe. Believe in yourself above all else. Don't play the martyr or the victim for anyone. Don't people please. Don't hang yourself out to dry. Don't sacrifice yourself. There will be sacrifices. That tower is falling, but don't sacrifice yourself. Stand in your truth. So, I must be a mermaid because I have no fear of depth and a great fear of shallow living. And that's what that is. Shallow living. Somebody's heart is chambered. It could be something to do with the heart. And in faith and trust, you must surrender to what is. Realise, see things as they truly are, not how they have been shown to us by the lies and the false masks. If you're an empath, you're an old soul and you've passed through many lives. You're probably compassionate. Deep down, we should know by now, but maybe we've got trouble sorting matters out. We may sense things deeply, except for certain things that are extremely bad for us. And these will turn into mishaps and disasters. But through it all, we will survive. You may be confused by the reactions of others or simply unable to get the truth. Pisces can be like the pristine sea or the muck of a swamp, so getting lost is a danger. Make sure you're not being pulled under by other people's complications. It's even possible you have someone in your life that saps you. Usually this is not intentional, but because of some delusional way of thinking of you in the world. that clouds the issue. Don't fall into the same confusion. Make sure you are protected and have the proper boundaries. You may have physical symptoms but find no reason for them. Be careful when this card comes up, especially in regards to medicines or drugs, because allergies and strange reactions to medications may develop. When the Pisces card is involved, circumstances will be covert and obscured from your view. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, the number 12, negative, hanging yourself out to dry for ungrateful people. Being in limbo, not seeing things from the right angle. And it could also be someone is pushed to the limit, so watch out. Even if people are acting like they're happy, it's a false mask, because someone may well hang themselves. So the number 9, the Peace Walker. The trouble with this is, yes, we walk in peace, but others don't. So fight for peace if you need to. Be gentle when you can, but move forwards. The Peace Walker, number 9. Health. The Peace Walker is an elemental who resides on the Earth planet to help raise awareness, to help others find their way home. That's us, really. If you're interested in spirit, that's us. There are many elementals who have chosen to walk this path to help humanity and all of nature. It's many beings on this plane. They sometimes find it difficult being in human form, but understand that it is for a greater purpose. At this time, our worlds are connected, but this may not always be so. If we continue to destroy the beauty we have in this world, the dirty old town, this is the concern they carry, and their task is not an easy one. Peace Walker asks you to take up the challenge yourself and do what you can to help raise the consciousness of humanity. Because we are an army. We're amassing an army spirit, and we will be silenced if we're not careful. So we have to say things very carefully. Where can you help or set an example to educate and inspire others to look after this world, after nature and all its beings? Where in your life can you change your habits that have an impact? We cannot do this alone. We need all who are willing to listen. Another message by drawing this card is one of finding peace. Peace is essential in this day and age to help us through the stresses of everyday life. It sometimes seems that stress and being busy is taking precedence over being calm and nurturing ourselves. There seems to be less time for ourselves. We are time poor, tired and running on empty. So Spirit, know that we're tired. This in itself is not sustainable unless we balance the scales by finding peace and calm, and those scales are not balanced. It's an injustice. Because our external environment reflects our internal environment, and that's barren lands. That's the Empress in the reverse. By finding peace within ourselves, we can create a peace in our external environment and vice versa. So make some time for yourself, even if it's 15 minutes a day, where you sit and have a coffee and just think. Just be. Meditate if it helps find your centre. Get out into nature. When we emanate calm, it is infectious to others, and we receive back calm in answer to the energy we are sending out. And you know that yourself. If you walk into a room where someone's angry, you can feel it before they even speak. So give out that peaceful energy. Help others find their peace. If this is the one thing you feel you can do to make a difference in the world, the more we find peace, the more we find peace on a collective scale, become centered and able to handle any situation, we will stand in the eye of the storm, where it is all calm. and watch the chaos going on around us. Bring balance back into your life and make time for you. Massively important. So this will be different for everybody, in work, in love, in the global situation, in friendships there, marriages ending, over, colon, prostate problems, perhaps. So we have to surrender to what is. There's no going back to how it used to be. Whatever you resist in life persists. The more you try to cling on to a house or a person or a job that just isn't right for you, the worse it will get. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all the resistance of your ego, which is the inner child, because you've lost faith. You struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so that they can flood your life with a higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all that energy you've been wasting to resisting becomes available to you. Vitality and inner peace, harmony and most of all love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in, and follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that the angels will support you at all times. Surrender to the flow of life. There are always ebbs and flows. There are hard times, then good times, then hard times again. That is the way. Seventh house, it is definitely something to do with the law, injustice, marriages, the colon, the prostate, possible health issues, impotence even. The moon in Scorpio is about the reproductive organs, shared resources, so it could be about, like I say, pregnancies, etc., fertility, but also the resources, finances. Somebody's not speaking the truth. So the lines, the marital home, the colour blue-brown, relationships, matrimony, partnerships, unity, other people, projections. So people are projecting their feelings and their ideas onto you and expecting you to take them on. Public enemies and lawsuits. Injustice is taking place. And the moon in Scorpio. Emotionally intense, perspicacious, compulsive, secretive, resentful and jealous. The moon in Scorpio has the capacity for self-transformation but fears rejection and abandonment. So your fear is overruling your heart. That's not good, is it? Let's hope it doesn't all happen in one day. Thanks for listening. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll pull one of these because it's been such a bloody doom and gloom merchant. Let's see what I Ching tells us. $39. And the 3, there she is. Mother energy. So you've got mother in spirit. 39. Water over the mountain, Kien. The impediment, the blockage. The flood water has reached the mountain summit. The situation has overwhelmed and exceeded its limits. We are unable to act. Distress overpowers us and our abilities are insufficient. It is the moment to stop, seek advice and meditate. I wouldn't seek advice, I'd take your own advice because those two professionals there are liars. The obstacles have piled up in front of us, and we must find a way to defend ourselves. So, number 3. A difficult start. So yes, it will be a difficult start. With the roar of thunder, the heavens bring in threat and fury. Life is confronted with narrow passageways, a point of harshness and danger. You have to ready yourself and await an appropriate moment. Stay calm, a time for reflection, serenity, before you undertake the trip. So, that tower moment comes. We must find peace in the chaos, get strong and ready for the journey to come. But what they keep saying is, we will survive. So hold that thought and believe in yourself. Love and light, people. Thanks for listening.